Hey, Mike here, bringing you another video from No Ceiling Real Estate. Specifically, this video is in regards to getting your real estate license in Ohio. I have another video that you can review that generically kind of goes through not just Ohio but other states. So there's going to be a similar look and feel. So let's kind of dive into it. So there's 6 tips to getting your real estate license in Ohio. The first being you would want to search the state Department of Commerce's website looking to obtain a real estate license in your state. So I do have a URL link for that. I'll kind of reference what that is, and if you want to message me, I'd be happy to send you that link. That is specifically for the state of Ohio. And what you want to do is go to the Department of Commerce, the real estate division, and they can give you the specifics on licensure for a real estate salesperson. So again, if you message me, I'd be happy to send that to you. I've got that sitting here in front of me, but it's too lengthy to try and tell you what it is. The state of Ohio requires that you have 6 criteria for sitting for the test. The first is you must be honest, truthful, and have a good reputation. Jokingly, I say, I'm not so sure how they figure that one out, but it happens. You must be 18 years old. You must be sponsored by an Ohio broker. So someone like myself would have to sign a piece of paper stating that when you pass the test, that you're going to go move your license to that brokerage. You must not have any felonies, and that's with an asterisk. So in some instances, felonies are considered acceptable. What I would encourage you to do is reach out to the division, and again, I can help you with that if you need help. There's some paperwork that you would fill out, basically explaining to the superintendent, this is what I did, this is what happened, and they would then weigh in on if they would honor your license if you pass the test. I would tell you, if you have a felony in your past, you would want to go through this exercise before you do any work or spend any money, because you don't want to get to the end and find out that you can't get a license. You must have a high school diploma, that's the 5th one, or equivalent. You must complete the education requirements, which leads me to point number 2. The education requirements can be achieved in several different fashions, most of which are the real estate schools, local colleges are the main entities that would provide you the education to earn your licensure. So you must attend a real estate school and meet the following requirements. You must attend a principles and practices class, which consists of 40 hours of class time. You must take law, which is 40 hours, appraisal, which is 20 hours, financing, which is 20 hours, and if our math is correct, that's a total of 120 hours. At the end, you must have a broker sponsorship form signed, and again, I referenced that in a prior point. I do have the license examination application PDF. Again, it's a lengthy URL address, but if you want to message me, I'm happy to send you that link and put that out there. Then you would take the education forms, which are the certificates that you receive for the 4 classes. The 4 classes being principles and practices, law, appraisal, and finance. You would then complete your Ohio and FBI background check, which is a requirement. The form that you fill out explains everything you need to do, but those are now requirements for the state of Ohio. Once you submit that paperwork, once you get that paperwork, you would submit it to the state. You would mail it to the state. They will then send you or give you a license number. It typically starts with the year in which you started the classes. So let's say it might start out with 2020, and then it would be 6 more digits, because it's a 10-digit number. So once you get the license number, you can then call the third-party testing facility to sit for the test. You then would call and say, I need to schedule my test. Here's my file number, and then you would sit for the test. Then the test consists of 2 parts. There's a national section, there's a state section. You must pass in Ohio with a score greater than or equal to 70%. You can pass one section and not have to take it again. So you could get a 65% on the state, you could get a 75% on the national. You would never have to take the national again, but you would have to continue to take the state until you pass with a 70%. The last thing I would tell you to do is celebrate. You've been working hard, you've been diligently studying. It's a stressful event, and at the end of the day, you're going to start to say, what do I do next? Take a day, celebrate your success, because tomorrow we go to work. You need to call your broker at that point and say, hey, can you take me through the onboarding process and kind of start the process of training and learning this industry. Because one of the things you did learn is that they do not teach you how to write contracts in real estate school. So you need to learn your MLS and how to find houses, and you need to know how to write purchase contracts. Those are the two biggest things I would tell you to do as soon as you get licensed. So with that, I hope you do well. If there's anything we can help with, please reach out to me at No Ceiling Real Estate. Take care.